Hello everyone, this is Lu Bei. I'm here at the downtown Toronto Waterfront. The Toronto Waterfront is the lake shore of Lake Ontario, right in the city. It's made up of several sections, and the downtown part is definitely the most popular. Not just with tourists, but also with the locals. If you plan to visit and take the GO train, it's really simple. Just get off at Union Station, walk down the Bay Street. Once you pass Queensquay West Street, you're pretty much here. I mentioned Lake Ontario earlier. Did you know North America has 5 Great Lakes? One of them, Lake Michigan, is entirely in the U.S., but the other 4, including Lake Ontario, are here in Canada. Even though Lake Ontario is the smallest of the 5, it's still the 14th largest lake in the world. When you think about it, Canada is so blessed. We are abundant in natural resources, not just oil, natural gas, and rare minerals, but also fresh water. Unfortunately, our per capita GDP has dropped quite a bit in recent years. Despite all these blessings, Canada just doesn't seem to be achieving much at this time. Now I'm walking along the boardwalk. Just look at that sky. It's such a beautiful blue. We usually get skies like this on sunny winter days. You can also see the ice patches on the boardwalk. I'm being really careful where I step because honestly, I've already fallen twice this month and I'm not looking for a third fall. This year's weather has been strange. One day it's cold and snowy. Then the next day it warms up, causing the snow to melt. But then overnight, the melted snow freezes into a thin layer of ice, often hidden under fresh snow. It makes walking a lot trickier. Even though I try to stay alert, I've still managed to slip and fall, not once, but twice. Now take a look at these condos in front of us. When they were first built, a lot of people complained that they blocked waterfront views. But developers saw the potentials and went ahead with the project. Now more and more condos are popping up. But the problem is they've gotten so expensive in recent years. I found a listing for one condo nearby. It's located at 33 Bay Street, just around the corner. It's barely 600 square feet. And guess what the asking price is? $669,000. That really shows just how pricey Toronto's housing market has become. Let's keep walking. Now, I want to talk about something else. Justin Trudeau's resignation and some of the challenges Canada is facing. I recently watched a video by Professor Jing, a well-known Chinese expert on international relations. and he shared some thoughts on this. Let's hear it from Professor
就说应
Jin.
该讲，从个人来讲，应该是确实挺好的一个人，人品应该是没什么问题，是吧？与人为善那种。但是呢，就是现在那个加拿大面临的内外问题太复杂了，他不能胜任了。内部啊，他过去移民政策太宽松，是吧？导致移民数量激增，跟那个本土是吧有矛盾嘛。外部嘛，现在这个他是特别卑躬屈膝跟随美国，结果美国还不满意，对不对？甚至提出了荒谬的想法，要收归为那个第51州，对不对？所以面对这种内外压力吧，他束手无策嘛。对他来讲啊，辞去总理职位可能是一个比较好的个人选择。加拿大内部现在面对特朗普这种咄咄逼人的态度，其实是分裂的，是吧？我看有一部分加拿大人还挺高兴，他们理由很简单，就是这个说现在那个加拿大最富裕的省安大略省比美国最穷的省密西西比州人均 GDP 还低，那加入美国那人均 GDP 可以提高啊。那么新总理上台，他首先就要在他内部形成一个共识，能够首先把内部统一起来，他才能够跟美国去谈判嘛。所以呢，新总理应该讲接了一个很烫手的山芋吧。他能不能处理的比特鲁多还好，不知道。
In the video, Professor made one point about Canada's relationship with the US. He said that from an outside perspective, Canada comes off as overly submissive to the US. But personally, I don't see it that way. Canada and the US are close allies and have deep ties. To me, it's more about friendship than submission. A funny story. One of my friends from China visited during the Canadian National Exhibition in September last year. He was shocked to see US Air Force aircrafts flying overhead. He asked me, can the US Air Force just fly over Canada like that? I laughed and said, yep, they can. It reminded me how seriously sovereignty is taken in China. Of course, every country has to take sovereignty seriously. But here in Canada, we don't see our relationship with the US as a sovereignty issue. We are comfortable with the closeness between our two countries. That said, after the US threatened Canada with a 25% tariff, I think a lot of Canadians started rethinking how much we rely on the US. It's definitely something to keep an eye on. Alright, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this walk with me by the waterfront. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.